Good morning. Welcome to day 36. I feel refreshed. It's amazing what one night of sleep will do to you after a hard day like yesterday. Everything was real achy yesterday. Both my knees were kind of achy. They were tight. They just kind of felt like, oh man, this doesn't feel good. But get back in the tent, sleep for 10 to 12 hours, and you're back to new again. It's amazing how that works. Alrighty, so it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm taking off to Atkins today. So I got about 13 miles, and I think I got some nice pasture land to walk through and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a nice hike. Still got some climbing to do, but all the climbing's like within the first 8 miles. The rest of it's just kind of downhill, mosey and stuff. So I think it's going to be just fine. I'm going to get on my way, and as soon as the sun comes up, I'll let you know what I see. All right. Y'all take care, and good morning, mushroom. I wonder what that is. Hey, let's go. Deer. Wow. They're both staring directly at me. There's the sun coming up here. Just about to the top of this first climb. I hope we get some good colors this morning. Nice little money shot for you in the morning. Look at that. Dang. That is nice. It is a beautiful morning today. This is the first day of the hike that I didn't have to put on my R1 hoodie in the morning. In fact, I didn't have it on at all last night. It was probably 50 degrees all night long. Perfect sleeping weather. I just love these pastures. So awesome. Beautiful. This trail is gonna swing back around, back towards the sun. So I'm gonna turn the camera off right now, and then when I get back around the other side, I'm gonna turn it right back on. Wow. I just turned that corner, and this really cool breeze just flowing right up here to me. Man. That's a beautiful shot right there, if you ask me. Look at that. Nice one. So right now, since I left Chestnut Knob Shelter up there by Burke's Garden, I've been heading east, and I've been bouncing up and down over these ridges here, like this one right in front of me. I think this is like the 5th ridge that I've had to climb over to get back to the Blue Ridge. So basically we're just climbing right up over the top, boom, down. Go find the next ridge, boom, down. And then once again, by the time we're in Atkins, as we climb out of Atkins, we'll be back in the Blue Ridge Mountains again. But, you know, it's kind of like a roller coaster in a way. It's like the roller coaster there. You're just kind of constantly climbing and coming down. There's not a lot of in between there. So that's what kind of makes it hard, I think, at least for me. Get down to this road and we start the business of climbing again. Nice little cherry tree blossoming, I think. Pretty sure it's a cherry tree. Its bark looks like a cherry tree. And the little leaves look like one too. Very nice. On the other side, it's just about to hit. He flew right out of a tree right in front of me. And then just landed right on that branch. Hello. Don't go. I'm gonna hurt you. There he goes. Boom. Nice one. I love owls. Owls are the best. That was awesome. All right. Man, that was awesome. There you go, that's nice. That pasture down there is where I just came from. And I think that big beefy one sticking its head right out the back, from the back of that ridge, kind of right in the front there, that's where Burke's garden is. So I popped up, down over that ridge, and that ridge, and that ridge, and there's a couple more that were smaller you can't see. Nice view though. Alrighty, we're up to 4 through hikers this morning. Just passed up 3 that started in Damascus, so they're gonna flip. They're gonna go up to Katahdin and flip back down to Damascus, go south, get to Springer. And so they're just actually getting started. They got like a little over 100 miles on their legs, so they're on their way though. They're having a good time, and we had a great conversation. Just talking. They recognized me from the YouTube channel, so we sit there and talk for probably 20 minutes. Did I tell you guys before that I really enjoy doing that? When people like to stop and talk, I really enjoy those conversations. All right, down at the bottom. One more time to climb, and then climbing will be done for the day. Hello there. How you doing? Doggone, I wish I could take advantage of this sign. I'm maybe a quarter of the way, or maybe close to a quarter of the way done. Maybe in another 50 or so miles, but maybe 100 miles. But I'm not even quarter way done yet. These northbounders just passed the quarter way mark. 25% of the trail finished. That's substantial, you know? You think about it. You get that first 25% out of the way, the odds of you continuing on, as long as you don't get injured, I believe are very high. Very neat. Almost to town. 2 more hours. 2 more miles. 1 more hour. And then I'll be there. Breezing on through. I can hear the road. I've been listening to that road now for 4 miles, I bet. It's Interstate 81 down there. So, won't be long now. Springtime is here down at the bottom. Lots of birds down here. Flowers. Saw a few honeybees. It's all coming alive again. Right there. These are the head forks of the middle fork of the Holston River. There's actually 3 forks, the South Fork, Middle Fork, and the North Fork. And then they all come together somewhere southwest of, or west of Damascus somewhere. And then they made that big giant Holston Reservoir. I think it's called the Holston Reservoir. And that's southwest of Damascus. You can actually see that reservoir from trail. But Mushroom and I couldn't see it last year because we were going to Damascus under a thick fog, so did not see it. That Holston River is supposed to have some really good smallmouth bass fishing. I've never fished it, but I heard it was pretty good for smallmouth, although you probably don't want to eat them because I heard there's a fair amount of contamination in that river as well. Very nice. The forest is really starting to come alive with birdsong. Last few days I've really heard quite a bit. And last night, I forgot to tell you about this, but last night I had my first encounter with a whippoorwill. Those whippoorwills, man. They decide they want to call out to their mate in the middle of the night, and they don't stop. They're quite persistent. This one probably went on for an hour or so. I was kind of in and out. I could hear him. It wasn't quite as loud as the ones that I heard last summer, but it was definitely a whippoorwill. So yeah, the birds are coming out. And those whippoorwills, they can stay down south as far as I'm concerned. They're kind of annoying. They just keep whippoorwilling, 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 whippoorwilling. And just never stop. And they do it at night or really early in the morning when you're trying to get those last hour or so of sleep. Yep. So, I know everything has a place in nature, so I will tolerate the whippoorwills. I guess they only whippoorwill until they find themselves a girlfriend and get themselves a nest going, and then they stop whippoorwilling because I don't remember ever hearing them later in the summer. It was only earlier in the summer when I heard them. Well, this is kind of the final drop down to Atkins. Drop down to a shelf, sort of, and then you just kind of glide really slow like downtown to the highway. Then the highway, go under the highway, and everything I need is going to be right there, that convenience store and the Relax Inn. I'm staying at the Relax Inn. So you're going to hope this isn't a mistake. But hey, even the dumpiest motels are shelter from the wind, shelter from the rain, a shower, and in this case, they got laundry there too, so I can wash my clothes. So even if it's a dumpy place, I'm not going to complain about it. The one thing I don't have to do is climb up that mountain to get to that alpaca farm, because you have to walk about, I don't know, 0.5 or 0.7, and then you got to walk up their driveway. Their driveway is right at the top of this mountain. You're like, holy cow, I don't want to do this at the end of the day. The Relax Inn is right on the trail. I mean, literally right on the trail. So let's see how it goes. I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. Back to civilization, y'all. That Sunoco, I think, is where I'm going right there. That's where I'm going for lunch and dinner. Resupply, everything. I'm almost there. That alpaca farm's right up there above those trees. Behind that brick house and that sort of thing. This restaurant right here is nice, but it's only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right now. I was mistaken, not the Sunoco, but the Exxon is where I'm going, because they got a Mexican restaurant right there. And then I'm right on the trail right here. And then that Relax Inn is right down there. You can see the sign. Cha-ching! Well, folks, that's a wrap on day 36. I've been doing much of nothing since I got here at noon, and just relaxing. Went up to that Exxon station, got me some food for lunch, some ACC as it's called back home. It's just rice with shrimp and cheese melted all over the top of it. It's really good stuff. And got my little resupply up there at the Exxon station. Like I said, I don't really need much to get to Mushroom and Mimi. I got like 2 full days of hiking plus a third to get to where they're gonna pick me up, and then we're gonna do a little platinum blazing for 3 days at the hotel up there in Abington. So I'm just gonna kind of stay away from that crowd that's probably in Damascus at this point in time. Just a little too crazy for me. So I'm just gonna hang out with my Mushroom and my Mimi. I'm staying here at the Relax Inn, and the Relax Inn has always been kind of a divey, dumpy place that you pass by when you go by here, and I'm like, I would never stay there. That place looks kind of gross. But these new owners have really stepped it up, and they're remodeling all the rooms and freshening everything up. And I think it's going to be a nice little place for hikers as they come through here. At least it's an alternative to the alpaca farm, which there's nothing wrong with that alpaca farm, by the way. They do a nice job up there. It's just that, you know, this is just another place to stay, and plus it's literally right on trail. The trail is right over there by that little hill right there. So I'm literally across the street from the trail, and I don't have to walk up a mountain to get up to that alpaca farm. So at this point in time, I'm just gonna relax a little more, probably like snooze a little bit, get on the phone with Mushroom and have a chat with her, and then get ready to go hiking again tomorrow. Rainy, rainy, rainy is the forecast, so I think it's gonna be a little bit of a slog, but hey, you gotta take what you get, and I can't be sitting around waiting for the rain to stop. I'm going. So we got 13 through hikers today on my way to Atkins. And that brings the total up to 139, and that's pretty good. So I'm gonna see y'all later. You have a nice day, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. All right, take care. We'll see you later.